Welcome back everybody, my name is Nick930 and today we're going to look at the top 10 games at E3 2017. Number 10, Metroid Prime 4. It's been 10 years since Metroid Prime 3, and there's been rumors of a new Metroid game even before the Wii U released. Finally, after all this time, Nintendo confirmed a Metroid Prime 4 is currently in development and will be releasing for the Nintendo Switch. This is a huge announcement, but because we didn't really get any information other than Nintendo is making it, I didn't really feel like it deserved a higher spot than number 10. Number 9, Beyond Good and Evil 2. The sequel to the cult classic Beyond Good and Evil has been in development hell since 2007, and it seemed like some significant progress had been made when we were treated to a teaser trailer and early gameplay footage of the game in 2009. But after years of absolutely no word about the project, it seemed like it would never see the light of day. That is until the final announcement from Ubisoft, where they showed us a brand new prequel-based Beyond Good and Evil 2 in a lengthy and impressive cinematic trailer. According to interviews, the developers are planning on making Beyond Good and Evil 2 massive with huge dynamically generated populations, cities, and planets to discover with deep RPG elements. It's still unclear when we'll see this game, but at least there's been some progress. Number 8, Skull and Bones. Another big surprise from Ubisoft's conference was the Skull and Bones announcement. Skull and Bones is a multiplayer naval combat game with a pirate theme. The game appears to be using the exact same engine and game mechanics as the naval combat from Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but will feature a larger variety of pirate ships and challenge players with fighting large mythical sea creatures like the Kraken. It's also a multiplayer game, which Assassin's Creed Black Flag did not offer any multiplayer naval combat, so I'm excited to shoot down my friends' pirate ships. Number 7, Shadow of the Colossus Remake. Japan Studios surprised everyone at E3 this year with the announcement of a full HD remake of the popular Shadow of the Colossus game from the PlayStation 2. The remake will be made from the ground up and feature ultra-high definition graphics and be available on the PlayStation 4 sometime in 2018. Number 6, Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus. Bethesda's conference may have been one of the more disappointing shows at E3 this year, but at least we got a full trailer showing off the sequel to the newly revived Wolfenstein franchise. Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus will continue the story from the last game and feature an alternate 1970s where the Americans attempt to rebel against the world's Nazi regime. From the trailer alone, it looks like ID is staying faithful to what worked with the last game, with akimbo machine guns, giant robot dogs, and brutal Nazi killing all making a welcome return. Number 5, Days Gone. While we all expected to see more of this game after it was revealed last E3, Sony treated us to another look at Days Gone for PlayStation 4. In Days Gone, you play as a bounty hunter in a zombie apocalypse with a full open world to explore, complete with vehicles, crafting, skill upgrades, and more. The demo they showed at E3 this year didn't really show anything different aside from a different area of the game and a zombie bear, but it's still an impressive looking game and I'm really excited to finally get my hands on it. Number 4, God of War. God of War is another game that we already knew was going to be shown again, but this year Santa Monica gave us a better sense of the scale this game is going to offer and helped to address my previous concerns with the game when it was showed last year. It looks like we're still going to be seeing absolutely massive beasts in this game, like the huge sea monster shown here, but because of the new camera angle and movement speed, we're definitely looking at a completely fresh start for the popular hack and slash franchise. The trailer they showed was just as visually impressive as last year, and again, this is a game I can't wait to see more of, and I was glad to see shown again at this year's E3. Number 3, Metro Exodus. Microsoft showed a bunch of indie games at their conference, which was disappointing to say the least, but they did take time to showcase the brand new Metro game with a cinematic first-person trailer. The trailer itself looked like in-game footage, but clearly moved too fluidly and streamlined to be real gameplay, but did a great job demonstrating what we can expect nonetheless. The previous Metro games were linear corridor shooters with a strong narrative and unique game mechanics like having to use your own bullets as money. Exodus seems to be stepping out of the Metro in what appears to be a more open world style game. It also looks like we won't need to be constantly running around from building to building looking for oxygen filters to stay alive outside, so I'm pretty excited for that. Number 2, A Way Out. One of the more unique titles shown at E3 this year was a cooperative prison break game called A Way Out. In A Way Out, you play as either Vincent or Leo and need to work together to sneak out of prison and evade the authorities in the countryside. The game will require players to play with another player either on the couch or online and has a cool split-screen view so both players can see what's happening to both characters at all times. It looks like a really interesting idea and it may be one of my most anticipated titles to be revealed at this year's E3. But before I reveal my top pick, here's a few honorable mentions. And my number one pick for E3 2017 Game of the Show is Anthem. Anthem hands down takes the crown for most impressive stage demonstration and game reveal at this year's E3. With state-of-the-art graphics and impressively large open world to explore, unique gameplay design, and full cooperative play, Anthem looks to be the next big game that everybody will be talking about when it drops in 2018. From what we've seen so far, the game features a full story campaign playable with up to 4 players in a shared world. You can customize your very own exosuit called Javelins and upgrade them based on your playstyle. In addition to fighting huge beasts and various human enemies, the game will also challenge players with massive storms called Shaper Storms, but it's not very clear what these storms do. I can't wait to hear more about this game, and we should be seeing it launch sometime in 2018. And those are my top picks for best games at E3 2017. What did you guys think? What were your favorite games at E3? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I will see you all next time.